Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Beyond the Truck Podcast. I'm Jerry Curl, bringing you today's episode. Want to say hello, say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you listen to this. We thank you for tuning in. We thank you for helping share this message that we bring to you. And most importantly, we love and appreciate you for everything you do for our country. You know, I often tell you, you're taken for granted, and you are. We wake up every morning, we have the things we have because of you. If you're new to this show, there's no place you'll find better that loves you professional drivers. You men and women that pour into this industry, pour into this country, pour into our economy, pour into our health. We have everything because of you. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for everything. And you know, we're coming off of a week past one of the truck shows down in Rantoul, and what an amazing time it was. You know, we got to connect with thousands of people, it seemed like, but I mean, it was countless. The ability to connect and help make impact was amazing. The awards that come in, the love and appreciation they have for their units, for their families, for one another, the camaraderie was great. So we thank you for welcoming us, and we say thank you again. But today I want to talk to you about something that's been on my mind, and it came up again at the show. It came up again in our meeting and Accelerate. It just comes up often in our life, and it's the word fear. That fear, you know, we as humans, we have this ultimate weapon in our mind. It's called fear. We fear change. We fear often many things. We fear starting something because of our previous setbacks that we often call failures. And failure, I'm going to remind you, is quitting. And if you're listening to this, I'm sure you're not a quitter. If you're a professional driver, you're not a quitter. You push through the storms, you push through the weather, you push through everything. You make the delivery, you hit the mission every day, every time. But that fear often comes to your mind, doesn't it? It's the fear of, will I be there on time? It's the fear of what's next, the fear of the unknown, the fear of the change, the fear they're going to want me to learn the new e-log, the fear they want me to do something. We have a default to fear. That fear becomes crippling. And often, as we ignore that fear, we seem to sink back a little farther into that hole that we find ourselves in, or sitting on the shoulder, as I would tell you. And that's a tough place because, as I said, it's crippling. When it's crippling, it can stop you in your track. It's hard to get moving. So I want to remind you, if you're sitting on the shoulder today, if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you're in a trench, you feel like you're way down and there's no way out, I can promise you there is. Fear. Focus emotions around reframing. Fear is an emotion that enters your mind. It's a form of a belief that you feel, that you believe, that you think, that you create the actions around why you don't succeed, why you won't do the things, why you'll quit, why you don't want to start. And I'm going to remind you again, every destination has a journey. It does not matter where you start. You just have to start. Many are fearful to go to the doctor. And I had this incident where many, more than once, they won't go to the doctor because they're afraid, they're fearful of being diagnosed with diabetes or having a high A1C or sleep apnea or high blood pressure. They fear the diagnosis. They fear the feedback. So we ignore it. But that fear becomes crippling in a health crisis where now you can't work. You maybe can't do the things that you love to do because we sell ourselves. We don't want to be labeled. We don't want to be labeled. When is the diagnosis labeling you? You're going to let a diagnosis determine your health, your life, who you are. You label yourself. You label yourself as a professional, a champion. You champion your health. You champion the industry. Trucking is an industry. Your health is your lifestyle. Getting help, getting treatment is not a label. It's a sign of strength. Fear is weakening. Fear is crippling. When you're crippled, you don't move. You move muscle. You lose muscle. You lose momentum. You lose hope. You lose the will to live. Then guess what? When we fear this, and then it just continues to build into bigger health crisis, now it's to a point where you fear the ultimate worst because you are afraid to get labeled. You're afraid to be labeled. Then you wish you could go back and redo it. There is no redoing yesterday. There is no redoing what I said when I got on this podcast minutes ago. There's no redos on the days prior to today. You're living the life right now. All your actions, the sum of all your actions created the life that you're sitting and living right now. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing. The great thing is you recognize that this instant right now, and you cannot fear the change in the future. You can write a new future. Any single day, any single minute of that day, you can start writing that new future by making the smallest win. I don't want to get into big ones. You're not going to be 100 pounds lighter by the end of the day. You're not going to be a new you by the end of the day. You're not going to whatever by the end of the day, but you're going to make a small win today to the best version of you, to a lighter version of you, to one closer step to without the prescription, one closer step to your health. It's the constant movement. Consistency always wins. The drip will fill the bucket or the drip will drain the bucket. When you ignore the drip, the bucket will go empty. That drip has the power to cut a groove in a rock. That drip cut a groove the size of the Grand Canyon, right? I'm telling you, it works the same in your life. Your life is the sum of your actions leading up to today. That means your future is the sum of your actions today. What are you afraid of? You afraid of the newer version of you? You afraid of the healthier version of you? You afraid of the smarter version of you? Afraid of the happier version of you? Think back to your happiest days, happiest times, the times that you won the biggest, the times that you seemed that everything's are going right. It was your focus and your mindset. What are you afraid of? You did it once before, you can do it again. Fear lives in each and every single one of us. What we do with it is up to every single one of us. You create your future. Nobody else does. You might let people influence your mindset to reinforce fear. You might have people in your circle to reinforce your mindset that fear doesn't need to live in your mind. I'm here to assure you, you put that fear away and unlock the lion inside you, unlock the greatness within you. I feared many things in life. And when I started them, I often say to myself, what in the hell were you afraid of? We were afraid of failing. We were afraid of not knowing what we were doing. We were afraid of, well, how do we do this? We were afraid of all the excuses that we created in our own mind. I was afraid of all the excuses and reasons I created in my own mind. I don't want to call them people. I don't know what to say. Guess what? They have no idea if I was going to be right or wrong anyway. They never knew what I was going to say either. Some people are afraid to hear what I've got to say. Some people are open to what I got to say. When we're afraid to change, when we're afraid to look at ourselves, when we're afraid to set ourselves in front of that mirror and fear facing that person, the most honest person out of the mirror, I can assure you, you're not living the best life possible. Your best life is out there. And when you take that one step, that one leap of faith to overcome that fear, it is another brick in your foundation of confidence and courage to do the things that you want to do. It's the 1 calorie. It's the 1 meal choice. It's the 1 less drink. It's the 1 more step. It's the 1 more exercise. It's the 1 more day of journaling. It's just the 1 more thing that you know you need to do. It's just 1. I'm not asking you to do the rest of your life today. I'm asking you to stop fearing yourself, fearing the best version of you that's inside, that's fighting to get out. The fear that's in you is holding back the best version of you inside. There's no way you can lead your best life behind fear. And if you can't lead your best life, how can you help anybody else lead their best life? Your children, your family. You're a mentor to somebody. You're influencing somebody if you like it or not. Somebody's looking up to you. God put you on this earth for a special reason. And I want you to make sure that you understand that. You were made to do great things. What are you afraid of? Doing great things? So all of you, I know throughout today, we'll fear something. I want you to reframe them emotions. Focus emotions around reframing. Fear. It's a real thing that lives in our mind. It's an emotion. And we have to build that emotional regulation to understand that fear was given to us for fuel, to do the things that we want to do, to start that journey, to the greatest destination that you want. That's where it's important that you journal and create that mission and that vision. Remember, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. I want you to get super hyper focused on what you want to be, where you want to be, what you want in life. And you write down them non-negotiables, them standards to get to there, to achieve that. And I promise you, your days will come. They've been promised to us. I don't know when, but they will come. But I can assure you, they will be better than some of the days we had in the past. And don't fear the days that maybe you're not the best. Because if you think back, you survived every single one of them, haven't you? Don't fear going to the doctor. Don't fear taking that step. Don't fear exercising. Don't fear. You have the confidence. The confidence builds courage. You have the courage. Step forward, step boldly into the best version of you. I promise you, it's inside of you. You just forgot it's there. It's been locked up for so long. So open them gates and let it out, because the best version of you is going to be running down the road with you. I promise you. You have my word. I'm Jerry Curl. I love you. I appreciate you. I pray for your safety, your love, your support every single day. Thank you again for helping grow our socials. Believe in us, following us, doing all them things. We're going to bring you these messages. I'm going to continue to bring the messages to you, for professionals. Have a super fantastic day. From our team at Beyond the Chalk, we love you.